It happened in an instant, a terrifying moment that no one on the pier of Catania, Sicily, expected. On June 3, 2025, the Norwegian Epic, one of Norwegian Cruise Line's largest ships, was securely moored at the port of Catania, Sicily. The vessel was in the middle of its Mediterranean itinerary, and guests were enjoying their day, ashore, or moving on and off the ship via the gangway. Suddenly, just after noon, strong and unexpected wind gusts swept through the harbor, creating dangerous lateral pressure against the ship's hull. The force placed enormous strain on the mooring lines that secured the vessel to the pier. Within seconds, two mooring bollards, heavy-duty metal fittings attached to the concrete pier, were violently ripped from their foundations. With the mooring lines no longer holding the vessel in place, the Norwegian Epic began to drift away from the dock, pulled outward by the wind. The ship's gangway, still extended between the vessel and the pier, shifted dangerously as the gap widened. At that exact moment, two people, one passenger and one crew member, were either on or near the gangway and fell into the water below. Eyewitnesses on the pier described the moment as sudden and terrifying. People screamed and pointed as the large vessel moved away and the gangway twisted and collapsed downward. Port authorities and shipboard crew launched a rapid response. Life rings were deployed, and both victims were quickly retrieved from the harbor waters by local rescue services. Fortunately, neither suffered life-threatening injuries, though they were visibly shaken and received immediate medical attention. The ship was temporarily held in position offshore while port inspectors and safety officials examined the damaged infrastructure. After verifying that the vessel was safe to sail, the Norwegian Epic resumed its course later that afternoon. At the time, the vessel was on a 10-day Mediterranean cruise, with scheduled stops in the following ports in chronological order: Civitavecchia, Rome, Italy; Santorini, Thera, Greece; Piraeus, Athens, Greece; Cataclyn, Olympia, Greece; Valletta, Malta; Catania, Sicily, Italy; Naples, Italy; Livorno, Florence/Pisa, Italy; Cannes, France; return to Civitavecchia, Rome, Italy. Following the incident, port authorities in Catania opened an investigation into the mooring failure. Initial findings confirmed that the wind gusts, reported at over 30 knots, 56 kilometers per hour, generated enough lateral pressure to cause the mooring bollards to fail structurally. This raised concerns about the condition of the port's mooring infrastructure and its suitability for handling megaships like the Norwegian Epic. Norwegian Cruise Line later issued a statement thanking local authorities for their quick response and confirming that the two individuals who fell into the water had been safely rescued and were recovering well. The Norwegian Epic is no small ship. Launched in 2010, she is part of Norwegian Cruise Line's Breakaway Plus family. At over 155,000 gross tons and 1,081 feet in length, the vessel carries more than 4,100 passengers and over 1,700 crew members. It features world-class entertainment, restaurants, water parks, a sprawling spa, and innovative studio cabins designed for solo travelers. But no matter how modern or massive a ship may be, it remains vulnerable to the forces of nature and to the strength of the infrastructure that supports it while in port. This incident stands as a stark reminder: danger at sea doesn't always strike in open water. Sometimes, the most unexpected emergencies happen when you think you're safest, tied to the dock. Let this story serve as a warning and a lesson in respect for the sea, the wind, and the hidden forces behind every cruise voyage.